Hi, thank you for watching the St. Anselm Ministry interviews. My name's Art, and I welcome you to a series of videos explaining the many ministries of the Church of St. Anselm. In this episode, you'll be hearing from Marcia Van Noot, who will talk about the COR ministry. And I believe the COR ministry is Church Outreach. Is that what it stands for?
Community outreach.
Community Outreach. Okay. And Marcia, could you please introduce yourself and tell us about your role?
Yes. My name is Marcia Van Noot. I've been a parishioner at St. Anselm's for 22 years, I think. I have been involved with COR once I was on the parish council. Um, COR is our community outreach ministry, which provides assistance to people, parishioners, and people in our local area who are in financial straits and just need a little help to get past it. And we focus primarily on rent and mortgage, keeping people in their homes, and utilities, keeping the electric and the gas and the water on. Um, this is a ministry that St. Anselm's is well known for because we work with local churches to help their people as well as ours, because rents, for example, are very high, and none of us have the money to provide a month's rent to someone. So we have increased our portion for any one client to $400. If it's a parishioner and we have the money, we're more liberal with the amount. We have been doing this for, I think I've been involved certainly for at least 15 years, if not more. So let me explain how we work, because caring for our funds and being responsible to the parishioners who donate the funds is very important to us. So I am the coordinator of the of COR. In other words, I take in all the phone calls. I research the situation by talking to the landlord or the management office, and by obtaining, let's say, the lease, the financial information of the person, and the cause of their financial hardship. There is a committee. The chair of the committee is the vice president of the parish council. Currently, that is Chris Scarratt. And we have 6 consultors, and those are parishioners who, after I've done the research, I send the case to them for their approval or questions, or generally they don't turn it down, the request down, but that's a possibility also. And so they make the determination that yes, we can help this person, or no, we can't. Generally, if it's a question, I'll ask them the question. If it's something, for instance, that I feel is not appropriate for us, then it doesn't even get as far as going to the committee. But I basically depend on the people that I've worked with in the management offices, for instance, to let me know that they're not going. We're going to send our money, and then they're going to evict the person anyway. So I've worked with Continental Gardens in Ocean, with Meadow Middlebrook at Monmouth. And while not as often, there's one more garden apartment, and they have a management office, but their financial information has to go through the main office. So I don't really have a relationship with them. Um, what else can I say? The I have to think. Um, we have been helping so many people in Red Bank, in Neptune, in Asbury Park, and certainly Ocean Township. And our area of responsibility is Ocean Township west of Route 35. East of Route 35 is handled by two other churches. Oakhurst is taken care of by St. Michael's, and Wanamassa is taken care of by Mother of Mercy in Asbury Park. And then we have Tinton Falls 07712. And in Tinton Falls, we have two senior residences that we help. The Tinton Falls senior residence on Shafto, and the senior residence that's newer, that's right down the street from Church on Wayside Road. So we have in our own area a large number of people. But we help when we can. Now, right now, our finances are very low, and I will have to go out to my contacts in the other churches and basically say, uh, we can't help for a while because we don't have the money. That doesn't happen very often. As a matter of fact, I can't think of the last time it happened, but several years ago, um, Father Brian, when he first came, gave us an envelope. And so once a month, we do have people who donate money through the envelope. Um, and we have generous parishioners who periodically will give a larger amount of money. The money is well spent. We guard the money very carefully. Once the committee approves the case, then I send to Mary Bookwald, who's our business administrator, and she writes the check. And Father Brian, now coming up, Father Carlo, and I'm going to have to talk to him because I'm not sure what he knows about the financial aid ministries in the churches. We'll sign the check. We never give the money directly to the people. We always pay the landlord or the electric company or the gas company. And there are times where we give gift cards from like ShopRite. Um, so, so to make sure that you understand that the money that you do give is really well taken care of, We are all parishioners who work on this. I'm a retired federal employee, and have always been working for the Inspector General's office, so I have always been very careful about money. I don't have anything to do, I don't touch any of the money. And so I think that's about it.
So,
We have the committee, the six consultors. They are volunteers, and they're pretty steady. So at this point, we do not need any assistance. If one decides that they can't do it anymore, then with consultation with the president of the parish council, the vice president and chair of the core committee, we will come up with another volunteer. But there isn't anything right now other than donating money to help us with this ministry.
so
Um,
Marcia,
yeah.
that's I think it's an excellent explanation that you just gave. Could you confirm that your only source of funding is the generosity of the parishioners, and if a parishioner
Yes,
wants to
that's
fund?
the only. We've gone through several different iterations of the funding. When I first took it over, we had a certain percentage of the parish income per month. And then that kept going down um, it started at 10%. It went down to 7.5%, then 5%, then basically nothing. And we relied on the goodness of our parishioners to keep this fund going. And usually at Christmas we'll get more, but we definitely need the parishioners to realize how important this is, because the people in our area are in many cases are the working poor. It takes one illness, one child who had an accident, one car. That's our recent situation for a parishioner, where the cost to fix the car was so high, the person couldn't really pay their rent. So um, yes, we need, and I did write an article for the bulletin because it came to my attention that there was also a section on the giving, the online giving, where you could um, put in a certain amount of money for the financial aid ministry. I think I'm not sure what it was called there, because I my money goes through my bank. I don't use that, but there is a place. So in addition to the envelopes, there's a place for people who do online giving. And it really is important that people consider um, giving to CORE.
So online giving. So you're saying if we go to the St. Anselm webpage and you look for core, there is a button that they can press
I think it's
to.
maybe called basic needs.
Okay. And
It could
and
be called basic needs or social concerns,
and
but
what other
either
ways?
one, that's the financial aid.
What other ways, if a person is interested in contributing to the community outreach effort, what other ways could they do it? Could they just hand a check to the front office? And
Yes, for anyone who wants to give more, or comes wins the lottery, yes, all you have to do is write a check to St. Anselm's, but on the line, the memo line, write COR, and then that will be, because we have a separate account. We have a separate account and our own checking account, because when we had money, and sometimes our account can go up to $3,000 or $4,000, the diocese would consider that as part of the church's income, and it wasn't, because it was held strictly for the financial aid work. And so we got our own separate account, and that goes up and down as people give. And when people realize the work that we do, when they have, we've had several parishioners give multiple times, just on their own, a check, and it helps tremendously.
Great. Thank you very much, Marcia. That's an excellent explanation. And we thank you for your dedication in serving our community for such a long period of
Oh, well,
time
you're
and,
welcome.
and
It's my
doing this.
pleasure. It's really, at this point, I'm older, and at this point it's the only thing I do. And I really value the work, and I have made contacts with people in other churches. So we trust each other, and we know that the money is going to help people.
That's awesome.
So our parishioners are very generous.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank
Marcia. And thank you for watching. If anybody watching this has any questions or has any further interest in the church's community outreach ministry, you can email me at the address that you see at the bottom of the screen. It's artreif@stansel.com, ARTREIFF at stansel.com. And I'll be sure to forward any inquiries you have to Marcia.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Marcia, and thank you again for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye.
Okay, thanks, Art. Bye now.
Bye.